Yahweh's word came to me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know of abominations. And say, the Lord Yahweh says to Jerusalem, your origin and your birth is of the land of the Canaanite. Your father was an Amorite, and your mother a Hittite. As for your birth, and the day you were born, your navel was not cut, neither were you washed in water to cleanse you. You weren't salted at all, no wrapped in blankets at all. No, I pitied you. Do any of these things to you, to have compassion on you. But you were cast out in the open field, because your person was abhorred in the day that you were born. When I passed by you and saw you wallowing in your blood, I said to you, live. Yes, I said to you, live. I caused you to multiply as that which grows in the field, and you increased and grew great. You came to excellent beauty, your breasts were formed and your hair had grown, yet you were naked and bare. Now when I passed by you and looked at you, behold, your time was the time of love. I spread my garment over you and covered your nakedness. Yes, I pledged myself to you and entered into a covenant with you, says the Lord Yahweh, and you became mine. Then I washed you with water. Yes, I thoroughly washed away your blood from you, and I anointed you with oil. I clothed you also with embroidered work and put shoes of sealskin on you. I clothed you with fine linen and covered you with silk. I decked you with ornaments, put bracelets on your hands, and put a chain on your neck. I put a ring on your nose, earrings in your ears, and a beautiful crown on your head. Thus you were decked with gold and silver. Your clothing was of fine linen, silk, and embroidered work. You ate fine flour, honey, and oil. You were exceedingly beautiful, and you prospered to royal estate. Your renown went out among the nations for your beauty, for it was perfect through my majesty which I had put on you, says the Lord Yahweh. But you trusted in your beauty and played the prostitute because of your renown, and poured out your prostitution on everyone who passed by. You took some of your garments and made high places decked with various colors, and played the prostitute on them. Such things shouldn't happen, neither shall it be. You also took your beautiful jewels of my gold and of my silver, which I had given you, and made images of men for yourself, and played the prostitute with them. You took your embroidered garments, covered them, and set my oil and my incense before them. My bread also which I gave you, fine flour, oil, and honey with which I fed you. You even set it before them for a pleasant aroma. It was so, says the Lord Yahweh. Moreover, you have taken your sons and your daughters, whom you have born to me, and you have sacrificed these to them to be devoured. Were your prostitutions a small matter, that you have slain my children and delivered them up, and causing them to pass through the fire to them? In all your abominations and your prostitution, you have not remembered the days of your youth, when you were naked and bare and were wallowing in your blood. It has happened after all your wickedness. Woe, woe to you, says the Lord Yahweh, that you have built for yourselves a vaulted place, and have made yourselves a lofty place in every street. You have built your lofty place at every head of the way, and have made your beauty an abomination, and have opened your feet to everyone who passed by, and multiplied your prostitution. You have also committed prostitution with the Egyptians, your neighbors greater flesh, and have multiplied your prostitution to provoke me to anger. Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over you, and have diminished your allotted portion, and delivered you to the will of those who hate you, the daughters of the Philistines, who are ashamed of your lewd way. You have played the prostitute also with the Assyrians, cause you were insatiable. Yes, you have played the prostitute with them, and yet you weren't satisfied. You have moreover multiplied your prostitution to the land of merchants, to Chaldea, and yet you weren't satisfied with this.
How weak is your heart,
says the Lord Yahweh, says the Lord Yahweh, says the Lord Yahweh, says the Lord Yahweh. Since you do all these things, the work of an impudent prostitute, and that you build your vaulted place at the head of every way, and make your lofty place in every street, yet you haven't been as a prostitute, and that you scorn pay, a wife who commits adultery, who takes strangers instead of a husband, Men give gifts to all prostitutes, but you give your gifts to all your lovers and bribe them to come to you from every side for your prostitution. You are different from other women in your prostitution, in that no one follows you to play the prostitute you give, and no one gives to you. Therefore you are different.